Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2, our little trade we set up. Hey, the last episode is just chugging along. Look at that, it is emptied out half of that. It only took like 3 hours. So it is chugging along. I love it, but yeah, totally not at all feasible for a GregTech New Horizons endgame base. I am setting up a P2P network here. Now, let me just, I keep doing this wrong. There we go, I got it. I kept hitting shift and I was trying to connect it, but I kept accidentally saving the thing. I just connected the where we're producing the chlorine. This is for chlorine, and connected it to here. So that machine should output it, the chlorine. Here it comes. I love it. It should output the chlorine, and it will input it here into the stainless tank. Now, as I was kind of debating what I wanted to do, and moving fluids and stuff, the stainless tanks aren't great, to be honest. They have issues using these large steel fluid things. So anything really bigger than, I think it's 8 buckets, it just wasn't working well. I could put it in there and it would only take 8 buckets, even though this can hold 64. It wasn't working well with that. Also, it doesn't work well with putting fluids in. Like, I can't put these hydrogen cells in the stainless tanks. So it really doesn't work well with how I want to handle fluid. So I've kind of decided that the tanks are mostly going to be decorative. They are going to get used, but the main way we are going to be doing this is actually with GregTech tanks on the bottom. They'll be hidden, and this is basically like an extra buffer. And with this is I can put a pump on this and control how fast I want it to be pumped out. Right now we just have an HV pump on it. Or did I put it on there? I don't remember if I put one on there. There we go. We put it on there. So we can export, 10,000 liters per second or milliliters per second. But we can also, as we progress, speed that up. So that is much easier because these tanks only output so much. I think I can even put a pump on the top of this importing in. Yeah. And the other thing is, since I can't really access the fluid tanks easy to move fluids around, and there's some parts where I'm going to be like, okay, so I need 64 things of oxygen just manually. I can't get that out really easily, so what I've decided is I'm actually going to put a fluid storage bus on this tank, and that way, if I say, okay, I need like 64 buckets, I can just manually do this, and then it'll fill back up. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, and I can always expand these as needed. I may upgrade these tanks way in the future, but this is mostly just kind of like a second buffer. The main the main thing is going to be the GregTech tanks. It's just way more easy, and it works better with what I want to do. But yeah, anyway, so I just set up the P2P, and this is eventually going to be expanded. Right now it is just it's just like connecting one side to the other. And if you don't know, the I just realized that didn't connect to channel. I may be short on channels over there. Basically, it condenses down the channels to, I can have up to 32. I can input a dense cable, so 32 channels in. It condenses it down to one channel, and then it outputs it on this side. So there is that one. This channel is that channel that was going in over there. I may be capped on, no. Oh. Maybe it is because I actually don't have it connected to anything. That could be the reason that that other channel hasn't popped up, actually. It's because I don't have it connected to anything. But, yeah. Alright, so that is kind of what I am doing. Oh my goodness. Sometimes this hover mode makes it hard to get around. And I could watch this, like, for... I could just watch this work, like, so, for a very long time. Alright, but yeah, so that is what I'm doing. Let me finish moving this stuff over here. I'm going to do a little bit of creative building today as well. I want to get maybe like a tunnel or something. I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but yeah, I need to get... One, I need to get nitration mixture automated today, and we need to start producing IT&T, massive amounts of it, because we need to start looking at there it is. We need to start producing the next parts for the rocket. Okay, just a quick update to set that. I've gone ahead and kind of laid out a little bit of how this is going to work. Lots of cabling, but I wanted to get it organized so it is easy for me to upgrade in the future. Now, as we can see, I'm up to 8 channels there, so I'm going to have to throw a dense cable right there. Why don't I do that right now? But we'll just slowly upgrade as we need. Obviously, I don't need to replace all that, but eventually we might. Now, I have kind of planned for this to be six channels over here, so 1 input, 1 output, and then the storage bus, just so I can see it in the fluid terminal. I haven't crafted those up yet. I don't have a auto crafting thing for them, and they are not super easy. But they're not super difficult either. I need to do a thing for the nether quartz. It's having to do an ME interface, which is 12 titanium, which actually titanium isn't even that bad anymore. But still kind of ingrained in my brain not to use a lot of titanium. But alright, so there is that. I did forget to put the thing there, but we got our hydrogen, we got our chlorine. I was thinking I probably should have done an oxygen here, but we had it set up there. I don't know. I think hydrogen and oxygen are like some of the first ones you get gases, and then nitrogen, chlorine. I may do fluorine or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how many I'm going to get in here, but I need to... Hello. I need to go fix this. I also did a little bit of building there. We'll look at that in a second. Just trying to, you know, kind of get some ideas, see how I'm feeling about what the base is going to look like eventually. All right, there we go. So it is emptying out. I did hook this up. I just kind of ran some cabling over. Nothing fancy. I just wanted to get it connected. I don't know why I went that way. I could have been less cables to go that way. Oh well. I originally had it over there, and like I was coming under here, and it looked funny, so I'm like, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. Let's fix this really quick. We'll eventually get the nitrogen, this build. We'll get it upgraded so it is quicker. But for the meantime, it's just running on LV, slowly building up. We have 4,000 buckets, so that should last us for a little while. But I feel like I'm going to go through that pretty quick here, to be honest, with this nitration build. But yeah, so that is kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of thinking maybe do this. I do want glass along here. I think I may change the bricks. The bricks are just kind of a placeholder. If I decide I want to do another look, which I probably will. I do love the bricks though, in general. It's I think it's probably my favorite building block. Bricks, just stone bricks or marble bricks or any of those. But I think I'm kind of thinking maybe this is what it's going to look like. I don't know if I like that. I had to do a design. I don't know if I love it. But yeah, we just kind of, you know, build stuff and see how I like it. If I like it, I change it. Or if I don't like it, I'll just change it. You know, I'll live with it for a little bit, see how it is. But I think that could look kind of cool. I think it would definitely look better with a different block. Maybe something with like Z-tones. I don't know. But as we can see, there is just tons and tons of blocks. So I'll have to go through that. I don't know. But all right, so now that I got these, it is time to start looking into using these. I need to, for example, connect. We have a couple builds here. I need to get this like officially connected. Unfortunately, these are going to be, I'm going to do these large chemical reactors, but for now, I mean, I don't need tons of molten polyethylene at the moment, so I don't feel super necessary to go crazy with these builds. But I do need to get nitration mixture up, so that is what I'm going to do right now. So basically, I need to get nitric acid. So I think what I'm going to do is do ammonia. It'll be done with where are you? There we go. Ammonia, oxygen gas. I think is probably how I'm going to do that. And I think I'm actually going to do a lot of these fluids and have them stored centrally if I'm going to use it for other things. Nitric acid does have multiple uses. So I think we use it for a nitration mixture, use it for like that one. I can't remember. Do you get the... You may get this back. I can't remember if you get the nitric acid back, but there's multiple uses for it. So I think anything that has multiple uses is going to be stored in this room. And I know ammonia does, so that is the next two things I'm going to get set up. All right, I am just hooking nitrogen, make ammonia, and after smelting up a ton of stainless, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's definitely, I'm making way more stainless than I really need to at this point of the pack, but whatever. We're doing it for fun. Yeah, so I need nitrogen. I also threw some signs on there. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, there's ways you could do it like open computers to do like a cool setup, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm that good at open computers to figure that out. But we got our hydrogen going in there. This should, it finds the channel. Die. No. Should, did I shift right there? I may have shifted. I keep doing that. And I need to do it this way. So these need to be, I always need to click on this first. I think I did actually do it right. But I was talking, so I don't remember. Also, I could be using the... All right, I think I did it right that time. That needs to go that way. Okay, I need to... Where did I put my screwdriver? Did I put it back in the thing? Did. Alright, I may have forgotten to put the pump on. I don't think we have the pump on. Port. Going down. Alright. Why doesn't it want to work? Unless it filled it up that fast, and I didn't realize it went that fast. Oh, it is working. Just kidding. It is working. Alright, I need to do that and that. So basically, how do I want to do this? Do I want? I guess I'll use another pump. The pumps are more annoying than the conveyor belts, but the conveyors are more expensive because they require 2 of the motors. I guess we'll do that. We'll jump the item outputs in between. So basically that fills up. Puts the thing in there, that goes back, that fills it, back and forth. I could have done the same thing I did over here. Or not there, over here. And I kind of, in the end, I'm like, yeah, it's easy. It's actually faster just to do a fluid canner. And like in this case, I needed to do a pump on that. Whereas this, you can auto output. So I'm like, is it even any cheaper if I need to craft up a pump anyway for the fluid canner? Like the quick fluid canner requires a pump, so it's so much, it's just, might as well just do everything. And plus, it's more machines. Alright, anyway, so there is the ammonia. Not a super fast recipe, but is what it is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. One on the back. Now, we go through a lot of ammonia, and I remember running out a lot. So I want a huge thing of it. So we'll do that. And this will probably tear through all of our stuff, but it'll all fill up as we are just running the world. So yeah, there is the ammonia. That'll slowly go in there. And like I said, that's probably going to drain this whole thing of nitrogen and hydrogen. But, you know, as this slowly builds up, it will eventually backlog. And we're just getting this stuff from, I mean, that's compressed air, and this is from water. So, yeah, there is that. All right, so that is that point. I do think I was debating whether I wanted to do a nitric acid as well, because that even uses ammonia. But I think just having all these different fluids that normally I would just have in disk drives, but basically we're replacing them with big tanks. The question is, are we going to use nitric acid? And I think we use it for nitration mixture and this aqua regia, but we can make this again. Yeah, we might use it again. But one thing is, you think we use nitration mixture for, yeah, nitrochlorobenzene, I'm assuming. So we are going to need nitration mixture. So I think it's just better to have all these stuff, and we'll have tanks, and it'll look cool. And hopefully, since we're not using import-output buses, we're not inputting into disk drives, it won't be too bad. But all right, next thing I need to do is a mixer. Again, I may just craft up the fluid canners. We can get all these parts back eventually with a... Oh, is that even a thing? The disassembler, yeah, that's still a thing, right? Yeah. But you need whatever tier, you need that tier of disassembler now. And it's not super cheap. But, alright, so I guess the next bit is the nitric acid. We'll get that going. Okay, I actually think I'm going to... I think I want to try something. And that is... We'll see how this works. Now, this is a fluid storage bus. I have been actually doing a couple of the quests here, but some of them are locked behind annoying stuff. Like the P2P quests are locked behind this. Well, I may get around to doing that, but I'm not doing quests at the moment. But yeah. So there is the fluid storage bus. I need... There. It's a bit. That... I feel like that was being weird. I just want to put a thing on there. Oh, look at that. Whoa! I feel like that may be a bad sign. Or what? The fluid storage is just... Extra cells is just so laggy at times. It's okay if you use it with stuff that isn't running permanently. But, I don't know. We'll see. I just kind of wanted to check this out. Alright. So did I did do this, right? Yeah. Alright. So I need that for the ammonia. And we will dump that in the machine that we need over here. Now, to make a nitric acid, I'm actually going to have to use the large chemical reactor. Unfortunately, it does not work in the small one. But I thought I would... Also, is there a muffler? I hate that sound. Like that weird scratching sound. I don't know if anyone else thinks that, but... That sound right there. Like, I don't know. There's something about it. That does it. Distillery does it. Oh, I hate it. But I was thinking maybe we can throw this on here. And that is a... a machine controller, which basically lets you turn this on and off with a redstone signal. Now, I think we have it on. It needs a redstone signal. Yeah, I guess we'll do that one. Let's see if this... I just realized I put that back. I shouldn't have put that back. I'm going to see if we can turn this off if we have enough ammonia. And we'll slowly, like, make it bigger. But I don't know. Can we do it this way? If we can... If this works, I'm going to be very happy. No, it doesn't work. Sad. Also, I have my thing and I totally forgot to use it. I swear, we'll use that to travel around the base. But it's just a bit slow for when I am trying to record. Alright, so I need this. These are a bit annoying. It doesn't let you click on that with the P2P. You have to click on, like, this side. Oh god. Alright. So if we do this won't run until it gets a signal. Now it is running. Alright, so that does work. Say I want... Oh, that's right. I just realized this is going to be a bit of an issue, won't it? Because... If I do... If I do that... It's a... Yeah. So it's going to run until we get that much. I have set up a thing here. So we have 89 buckets of ammonia. This isn't stored in the thing. These are only item disk drives. This is purely on the storage bus that we set up. Now can I? I can, cool. Yeah. Also, this is a bit funny, by the way. These, you can't just like do that. You have to like put it on there, which is a bit annoying. But being able to pull in and out of the thing is fine. But I am just realizing this is a bit of an issue because I have this on the one under the like the little buffer underneath. So it's not going to count what's in the thing. All right, so that's... Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? All right, I will try it. I'm going to move... Oh man, I'm going to need another valve, aren't I? I'll try it on the actual tank. The question is, though... Is that... Can I pull out of the thing like that? Let me set that up, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've gone in ahead and hooked it up to the oxygen and the ammonia. Unfortunately, we don't have the ammonia there because obviously it is in two separate tanks, which is... it'll fill up eventually, but for now, I wanted to test this out. And that flickering worries me a little bit, to be honest. Can we do this? No. It doesn't let me do that. It doesn't let me do that either. I kind of had a feeling this would be an issue with these tanks. Alright. Well, this is going to be... a bit of a pain. I mean, I technically don't... Yeah, I kind of do, actually. I kind of need to have this on the storage bus as well, so I can have it turning on and off. But one of the reasons I wanted to do the storage buses on that is so I can pull in and out of the A system manually. But yeah, these things are a bit funny, and I was kind of hoping the fluid storage bus would get around that. Starting to wonder, I'm like, am I... Well, I know I'm making this harder on myself than needs to be, but yeah, because what the main issue is, if I set this to... This is only going to hold so much, and even if I do a big one, say I want 500 buckets, like, this is never going to have anything in it. So, and then if I do, like, this holds 256 buckets, if I do 500, it'll just never turn off, because it's never going to recognize the stuff in here. So, alright, I gotta do a little... figuring out how I want to tackle that. I mean... There's no way I want to have multiple fluid storage buses for each fluid. Like, have one on there and one on there? No, that's nuts. I don't want that. Alright, so that is going to be something I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do that. Okay, so I think I'm just not going to worry about it for the time being. Being able to pull out of the fluid terminal. I think that's going to be a big old pain, and I'm sure I'm going to decide to change it. But for now, I just want to get this stuff up and running. And boy, have I crafted up a ton of cables today. Holy cow, this thing is... We're expanding the base for sure. We each of those tanks is three channels, so it is getting pretty crazy. And as we can see, we are full on channels over here. But I've gone ahead and crafted up yet another large chemical reactor. This is one of 100. I'm sure we will end up crafting in the end. Yeah, so basically I have oxygen coming in here, ammonia coming in here with a thing of 24 to make nitric acid. Also, I noticed, you save bookmark, it actually bookmarks the part in NEI. Like, that's awesome. I don't even think JEI does that, does it? Because if there's multiple things, it would always start on the first one. I'm pretty sure JEI doesn't save the actual tab. But anyway, so we got our oxygen, we got our ammonia, circuit 24. Now, it does produce nitric acid and water. I don't want the water. So what I think I'm going to do, since we can do this now, we're going to lock that to nitric acid. And the nitric acid was going to go in here, and then it should just void the water. So let's try that again. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I think that's working. Let me just double check, because I did it once to get the nitric acid cell. So let's just double check that it is goodness. There we go. I need to move that so it's a little more easy to get to. So many things that I need to do. But man, do I love just traveling around on... I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but I'm going to say it a lot. Alright, so in theory, this should have gone in here. Yes, alright, cool. So we got that. I am going to set... I definitely need a thing on... I definitely need a level emitter on the chemical reactor, because this will continue to run, and even if there's 4,000 buckets in there, it is going to continue to run, and it'll just void all these things. So I don't want that to happen. This is even more important than the ammonia, because at least this one will turn off. Eventually, once this backs up, this will never turn off. But I think we can do this, and I just realized I don't have enough channels. No! I just realized that. But we can do... What I'm going to do is this. That on there. That on there. And then we will fluid emitter this to nitric acid. No! I did the wrong level emitter. I needed to do that. Alright, so that. There we go. I thought that looked a bit funny. We're going to want this. It's just turned on. We'll do like 100,000 things of nitric acid. All right, so this is going to continue to run, and then it should shut off. And I think I can actually... Can I not do that? Oh, I can do that. Cool. I don't remember if you could do that. Yeah, then once we get 100,000 in there, which is actually going to be 356 buckets. Is that right? Yeah, because it's going to fill up the tank first. But yeah, I will test this out and we'll see. I'm assuming this should work. I am a little worried that it's not going to work because it is not actually... The fluid is not actually in AE. It is in the... It's in the tanks, but it's got a storage bus, so I don't know. We'll see. But, alright, so I got most of that set up. I do have the final part, which is a mixer, canner for the sulfuric acid, but I got to produce the sulfuric acid, but now we got that. And I think we are well on the way to getting this stuff set up. It's slow at first, getting everything built, but once you get the infrastructure in, it's going to speed up much faster. So when I move on, I'm like, okay, I need nitrogen. Here's the thing on that, and then I need a hydrogen here and that, and so on and so forth. So getting it set up in the very beginning is difficult. Getting all the cables crafted up and built, and yeah, holy cow. Well, the base is we are producing that quick. Holy cow. The base is definitely taking shape, and it feels pretty cool to start progressing again. I know I had a little bit of fun with trains, but I mean, come on, it's trains. Anyway, that's going to be for today. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.